right, I'm here with Jenni Newman, editor-in-chief of Cars Commerce now. I
Yes.
almost said cars.com.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
yes,
close.
Cars Commerce. It's pretty exciting.
Thanks for joining us today, and I think we are in the middle of your very first NADA show.
We are. This is the first time I've come to this event. I'm at my 15 years with the company, so it seemed like it was about time.
Well, did you get to witness like the condition everyone comes back from the NADA show in?
I think they come
And
back.
you still came?
Yeah, exactly. They come back a little happy, tired, right? But there's always that like exhilaration that just keeps pushing them through the years. So this is the place where it all starts. We're really excited to be here.
Well, good. We're at the midway mark right now. Lots of dealers walking around, lots of dealers in the booths visiting. I see it all over the place. What do dealers need to know about your specific area of expertise? You're very tied in with the consumer. You create content for them. You get the feedback. What do you think dealers need to know about the consumer right now?
The dealers need to be thinking about Gen Z. So Gen Z, they're coming.
A lot of them have kids and they are thinking about Gen Z.
Right, myself included.
Yes.
So we're living with them, but as dealers, they're starting to enter the car market. And I think what's really interesting is the assumption might be because Gen Z, they haven't known life without the internet.
Yep.
The assumption would be that they would want to buy a car online. But what we've learned in our own research.
Oh, here it comes.
Here we go. You ready?
I would make that assumption
You ready?
too. Yes.
So what we've learned is actually only 9% is interested in buying a vehicle online. 80% wants to work with a dealer. Isn't that stunning?
I would have lost all my money on that bet. All of
We
it.
should have bet on that. What was I thinking?
Yeah, you need to start every conversation with that. That would actually be a great start to any keynote presentation you give.
I'll work on that. I'm going to work on that.
So 80% of Gen Z says, I want to go to a dealership.
Correct.
Only 9% say I want to do it only online.
Exactly. And it really sets you back. It's surprising, right? But I think what they're looking for, and this is where dealers really are going to excel, they're looking for someone to help them, to guide them. We know car shopping is difficult. That's what we focus on the editorial side at Cars Commerce. We're focusing on building up the shopper's knowledge so that when they go to the dealership, they're confident, they're ready to buy. Gen Z, they need a little more hand-holding when it comes to buying a car.
So, I mean, I have Gen Z kids, and I see how fast they learn things online. When you ask them, like, do you know how to do something? They never say no. They always say, I can find out.
Yeah,
But
I do love that.
The car buying process is intrinsically complex.
It is.
And the fact that it's an expensive purchase. Do you see that Gen Z has less interest in driving? Because I know for a while there we were talking about having a car started to wane in the numbers, like people, like it wasn't an aspiration for late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
And what are you seeing now?
I see them still interested in driving. I think that they recognize, like we all do at a certain age, that there's a freedom that comes with driving.
I have a 17-year-old that just got his first car.
And you can't keep them out of it, I'm guessing. So I think that they will be coming into, wanting to own a car, seeing that as an important part and an important life milestone in their lives. So they definitely are going to be jumping into that pool.
Okay, 80% of them want to go to a dealership. What are they looking to learn? Like, what are the big things that they are looking for that they can't find online? Because I'm assuming they start the process online.
Right. So, of course, I think like anybody, they're going to start the process online. But, there's a lot about vehicles that they just don't know. And sometimes it's hard to weigh through all those specs and know what's important, right? Do I need to know the horsepower? Do I need to know what the fuel economy is? How do I learn these things? Honestly, with my own kids, who are also Gen Z, I had to teach them a couple of times over how to pump gas. So there's a big learning curve for them. I think every kid is a little bit different, right? But, really just walking them through the ownership of that vehicle. They might be really quick on the uptake with multimedia systems, but they might need a little more coaching on things like how to turn on the defroster.
Right.
You'd be amazed.
I don't think I would be, but they probably can connect their phones really quickly.
Yeah, I don't think you got to worry about Bluetooth problems.
Any other insights, whether Gen Z or not, that they think dealers should be paying attention to?
I think the other group to call out is millennials. So in our survey, they were the largest group who said they thought they would prefer to buy online. So I found that surprising too.
Interesting.
But,
so I think I want to buy online, but obviously a lot of questions and hesitancy there.
Exactly. Still. And it still was under 20%. So it was the most out of all of the different generations that were surveyed, but a little more than Gen Z.
Oh, Jenni, well, you're past the halfway mark of your first NADA. You look great. You look like you got a little more in you. So thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Thanks so much.